Going.
So,
What's up, James? How you doing, man?
doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Just got home not too long ago, but about a half hour. Actually, yeah, about 40 minutes ago.
Hmm.
But home chilling. Watch these movies earlier today, earlier than I usually do. I was no, that's a lie. I watched my random. But second time watch for me for this. Second time watch for me
Yep,
on these two movies,
same.
and I got to tell you, man, found footage is it's it's so awesome when it's done right. But I actually done right for the way, for whatever story they're trying to tell during that in that film.
Hmm.
Because I like how with some found footage you have it where it looks crisp and beautiful, but they're also using newer equipment. Like they're making it known
Hmm.
they're using equipment. Like, hey, I'm live on YouTube. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, this is gonna look a lot better than having to upload it. Like before you can go live on. You know what I mean? You have to
Hmm.
camcorder and all this other shit, and then you upload it to put it on the computer, then upload to YouTube. Remember those
Yep.
days? Remember those
Yep.
days? I had a couple of YouTube there from those days. I wish I would have stuck with it from back then until now, but you live and you learn.
Mm.
But like this one right here, as far as like visuals, it wasn't the most beautiful movie, but it was awesome because it made it feel like it was to me, it made it feel like it was found footage, so to speak. Like if it was real. Like not saying it
Hmm.
I'm not saying I felt like the movie felt real, but what I'm getting at is like the way that it was shot and stuff. Like I like the way it was shot and the way it was done to where yes, they were professionals in what they did, but at the same time, it was still like a group of friends just going out and trying this thing out,
Hmm.
and they had success with it, and which is cool. And then of course, this shit happens.
Yep. So what's
Like they,
cool about that? So basically, how they're recording this, it's like from they're making a spoof of ghost hunting shows, like hunters.
yep,
But they're making fun of not really make fun of. They're giving what's the word you like to use? Homage or what's that word?
and homage.
They're like giving them like hey, we're copying Ghost Adventures, and I'm Zach Baggins because Zach Baggins wears a black t-shirt, tight shirt, and he has that personality like the main character in this, that
Okay,
Preston dude. So they were making fun of Zach Baggins to me. I was like, oh shit, he's like it's supposed to be Ghost Adventures or something, right?
I like it though.
Oh,
Like
I liked it too. I was surprised. Yo, why don't newer horror movies, non found footage, do shit like they do with the demons? You know, the demons run at you. They do that fucking blurred face thing where the jaw
yeah,
drops, and I love that shit.
you want to see it more with the newer stuff, but
Yeah.
I okay. So I like that you. I love that you said that because I agree with that. I just don't want to see it overdone or done to where it looks bad because they will do
Yeah.
that. I don't want it has like it needs to look creepy. The creepier, the
Yeah.
scarier, the better for that kind of stuff.
It's
Like that stuff over James' head or like
that
right next to him.
shit's insane.
That's
8 foot
creepy.
fucking
That's nuts. And just
that
the way
is crazy. Imagine
like
seeing that coming at you, man.
I don't want to imagine something like that because you know I'm gonna turn around and take off screaming and crying and all this other shit.
Oh shit.
Like
No, but no, these movies are good.
they are. They really are. Like
They're
they're a
just
good
really
time.
fun. Yeah.
And I recently seen these movies for the first time. I want to say, um, I know I was excuse me using Stream Lounge at the time. So within the past less than a year, I don't remember when I started Stream Lounge. I think like over the summer last year, more
The
or less.
first time I seen the first one was like a few years ago.
But
Then I found out there was part two, like recent, like a year and a half ago,
yeah,
maybe.
like I watched them both damn near back to back. I want to say I don't think I watched them the
Yeah.
same night, but when I seen them, like I said, we did a watch. Me and the wife did a watch party for them, and Oh my gosh, man, it was so freaking. It was awesome. Like it was an
Oh,
awesome,
go give
fun
our
time.
ratings. Give our ratings for these.
You want to do that real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do that. And just I say just do it for both because I
What
mean
what did we predict last week?
nothing because we both seen them before.
Oh, okay.
Because we both seen them before, we both enjoy them. So I'm just like, if we give our, I don't want to kind of. So, what do you got for?
Okay, so the first one, I'm giving an 8.
Okay.
The second one, I'm giving a 7.
8, 7. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. I'm at, honestly, these were so good. At 8 across the board.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 8 across the board.
The only reason I have a point higher, a point low for the second one, is because the what is it fucking called? God damn, I blanked out what it was supposed to be. Wow. Okay. Oh, the second one. The story was a little. I didn't like it as much as the first one.
Okay.
Because it was mostly that kid talking. He's like, "I gotta go. I'm getting emails. I need to know what's going on. Find this Sean guy. See what happened there." And they get trapped in there. It's like it's cool, but it's not as good as the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. So. But other than that, let's see. What else? I wrote some shit. I wrote some stuff down.
So I'm not sure. I was just gonna say this real quick with grave encounters. So I went back to look at my scripts with that Stream Lounge thing.
Yeah.
It was definitely a few months back.
Oh wow.
Oh sure. But yeah, because it was around when the Cabinets of Curiosities came out.
Oh yep.
Guillermo del Toro.
Good. That's a good show. That's a good series.
You know the name I'm trying to say, people.
Yeah.
But it was like right around that. In between watching that, I watched Grave Encounters, both of those films. With the Poughkeepsie tapes, it was not too.
Poughkeepsie tapes.
So okay, so you know what? It was probably around October, November-ish. Yeah, I watched Poughkeepsie tapes, Butterfly Kisses.
And that's local. Poughkeepsie tapes is local.
Yeah, it's not far from us. And the only reason why I'm saying October, November is because I see where Thanksgiving is, and you guys know when I watch Thanksgiving,
that's true.
Week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just watched these a few months ago then for the first time and had a blast with them. And had just as much fun today watching them. Just like these are just they're good fun films. They're good fun films. And going back to what I was saying before about like for what this story is what you want from a found footage movie. Like you can't say that this gave you what you want from found footage across the board because I mean shit, we're doing this is found footage week for us because that's what the wheel picked. And we're doing 2 more this Thursday. We're doing Creep 1 and 2, which is another found footage. I've never seen it before.
I never seen those ones.
I've always wanted to for a while actually. But I will and I believe the main characters from really quick. You ever see the show The League? The League?
I believe so.
Comedy sports show.
Yeah.
They like football, fantasy football. He's one of the main guys.
Oh.
He's one of the main guys, I believe. Like,
that's cool.
Oh, it's hard. You can't really see. All right, these are bad pictures.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And so I'm interested in that because he was funny as hell in that show. But I know there's a lot of funny people that can turn that horror, creepy thing like that. So I'm hoping it's like that. I'm excited for that, man. I've never seen it. I'm excited for it.
Either. I'm gonna be watching it tomorrow, actually.
Nice. Same. Actually, I didn't put it out there in the Facebook yet, but I will make a post about it. You know, an event, whatever you want to call it. But I did put it over on my Stream Lounge. So tomorrow, which I'm glad you brought this up, right after work, so tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern time, I am actually going to be doing a watch party for Creep 1 and right after starting Creep 2, because they're both about an hour and a half. So it'll go from that to that, yeah. And then just chilling at that. But I'm starting the first one at 6. You know, and then if anything, I may give him a rewatch Thursday Maybe like a kind of like a watch in the background kind of listen, makes just to be safe. But I should be good. But yeah, so doing that Wednesday, and then Friday is or no, and Thursday we're doing the podcast. Friday watch party for Stranger Things season 2 episode 9, and we do 2 episodes, so that's, damn, that's the last episode of the season. So after that's gonna go to season 3 episode 1.
Nice.
So I can't wait for that. And again, man, really quick, people, if you missed my, I hope you guys watched my review. If you didn't, about which I don't know why I didn't review Evil Dead with this, but yeah, I do because we're gonna end up reviewing the Evil Dead within the next couple of weeks, probably.
Most likely.
Or at the very, it's gonna get reviewed on this podcast. Whether it be me and James, me and Henry, me and somebody, it's gonna get reviewed. But I went and seen Renfield. I went and seen the Super Mario Bros. And like I just told you, I'll give you guys a review on Evil Dead within the next couple of weeks, probably. But Renfield, Super Mario Bros. Hated Nicolas Cage, didn't hate the movie. You want to know what I gave it? Go watch Sturdy Reviews. Everywhere you're seeing this, wherever you're watching this, Sturdy Reviews is there for that. They're gonna be there from now on. I'm gonna start doing those live for you guys. But the only thing I'll say is the Super Mario Brothers movie was the best movie I watched this whole weekend. It's the best movie I've seen. Yeah, this whole weekend because that shit was entertaining. It's definitely worth a theater watch. Honestly, if it's a family movie, yes, but if you can, parents, if you can go watch that movie by yourself first without those children, or as we like to call them, little fuckers. If you can get a babysitter for a few hours, enough time to go, have a little date night and go watch that. Or just have a date night. Don't even go get dinner. Eat when you get home. Get some popcorn and shit and watch the movie. That's just as expensive as going out to dinner.
Sure.
And watch this movie. You're going to have a blast. Stay for after the credits. Be patient. And if you're a fan, I'll put it this way. If you're a fan of the Nintendo system, if you're a fan of the Mario Brothers, if you grew up a fan of the Mario Brothers, you're going to love this movie. Go see that. Sturdy. I know it's not horror, but Sturdy's telling you to go see that one. Definitely. And definitely go see The Evil Dead. And if you want Renfield. But I highly recommend the Super Mario Brothers. The Evil Dead, I gotta watch it again.
I heard there's a Wario movie in the works.
Really? I wouldn't be mad at it.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is.
Again, I want to see a Mario universe. I want to see Smash Brothers. And they can make it work one way or another. I mean, because they don't even have to have how the Smash Brothers game goes. They could have it to where the Smash Brothers movies are like the Avengers movies. So it's like it's like these goods that are on the Mario side, which Sonic is on there now, and versus these bads that are on the Mario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But coming from all their games, like the baddie coming from Kirby, the big baddies, and then the little underlings for those. Then boom, then you got your battles.
They can easily make a Zelda movie.
Oh,
and you'll have like Link. You'll have Link because he's in Smash Brothers.
Yep.
And it's Nintendo, so.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Kirby movie. I'm not gonna lie. I would watch a Kirby movie.
Maybe, but I don't know if I'd want Kirby to be like his own movie or a side character. Like, you know what I mean?
No, Kirby's his main dude, man. He's one of the most powerful fucking characters in the game.
Yeah, but how well would the movie do? Because are we getting like another Pac-Man type of movie? You know what I mean?
No, because I think there was a cartoon series of Kirby.
There was, and it wasn't bad either.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. So yeah, he goes around. He like saves the day. He sucks in shit, and he gets the powers wherever he sucks in. Stands on that corner and gets a good suck.
You mean gives a good suck?
Start shooting, spitting cum balls.
Oh gosh!
But,
all right, we're going down wild.
Yeah,
we don't out with the movies. We're right. What Mario did. That was good.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to Grave Encounters.
You got us on a weird tangent.
So, Grave Encounters, the first one, was filmed in 10 days and 2 nights. That's it.
Wow. That's
that was
that's
crazy.
impressive. That's
Yeah.
that's impressive. And I want to just jump into. I like how with the first one, how there was the guy in the beginning was like, everything on these tapes are real. The only edits is cutting out stuff because we had to make it short enough for TV.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like, what do you say? We had to trim through like 70 some odd hours of stuff.
Yep.
It looked kind of cheesy, yes, but it didn't bother me. And
No.
this came out in like
Because that's what Ghost Hunters and shit does. Ghost Adventures. They do the same thing. They're like, we're gonna go look over the tapes. We got a lot to go through. We've been here for 6 hours. We got 6 hours worth of tapes to go through. It's like I was watching a paranormal ghost hunting show.
Yeah, yeah, which is good. And that if
Except
that's what
with real ghosts.
very true, yeah. But I'm saying they're trying to give you the feel of it being a real paranormal show or a spoof paranormal show, either way. But then they encounter the real shit, and it was dope.
Where they're recording everything, and they show on the other side of the camera too.
Yeah,
like the person holding the camera, and you see down the hall and shit. I like that stuff.
Yeah,
that's why I've been really into found footage lately.
Every time we watch found footage, I always want to watch. Like after I watch these two, like I'm gonna want to watch more, which I'm watching more tomorrow with Creep for Thursday. But it's like I'm gonna want to watch more found footage.
Yeah. So the directors are called the Vicious Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what other movies they do. I forgot to look that up today. What else did they make? They're called the Vicious Brothers. I think they're directors. I think they're brothers, or something like that. I don't know. It just says the Vicious Brothers when I seen the director stuff.
All right.
Because they did a fucking great job in these two movies.
Yeah, I agree. So they only have 3 movies. They have Grave Encounters 1 and 2, and they have another movie called Extraterrestrial, which I think we should try to look up and find.
God damn, I know I'm gonna have to check it out. Fuck.
And I mean, Extraterrestrial. Well, no, we can talk about that behind the scenes. Yeah. I'll just pull it just so you guys can see it real quick because this does look kind of cool. Make sure there's no sound coming through. This right here, though. Extraterrestrial.
Oh, I'll watch it.
A group of weekend trip, cabin in the woods, find themselves Yep. Boom.
Oh,
all right.
Boom. That sounds actually fun.
Yeah, we're gonna end up reviewing that. We're gonna end up watching and reviewing that in the near future when it's chosen. Because I'm glad you told me that. That wasn't the.
Yeah. So the asylum is a real place, and it's abandoned. They got rented out for certain things, and it got abandoned again. It's the location is in British Columbia. That's where they did this. And the asylum's called Riverview. They also recorded the movie Watchmen and the show X-Files at that place.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So it's like a real well-known place that's in British Columbia, Canada.
That's dope.
So, see, that's it. Oh, speaking of that too. So when you watch the credits of the first one, was it the first one or second one? Where it flashed these numbers. It was I think it was the second movie. So as soon as the credit shows, there's numbers 49, 14, 122, and 48. That's the coordinates to the asylum in real life.
That's awesome.
So they put that in there. I thought that was pretty cool.
There
wasn't a lot of info for part 2. Except for that mansion, the thing. Other than that, there wasn't like a lot of info to find on it, but it was still a great movie. But what else I got for the first one? Oh, the director wanted. So you know how you actually see the demons and they run at you. They do that fucking really quick run until the light moves.
Yeah.
The director wanted that. He didn't want to do like everybody else does, where you just hear a door slam and just noises. He wanted you to see the fucking demons coming at you. So that's why he has a lot of scenes where they're showing like, I like how they're showing like they're normally like normal human ghosts, but then they do that fucking that fucking thing. The little girl on the bed, she's sitting there with her doll, and she was like boom, and like fucking her mouth jaws, her eyes turn black and shit. I'm like, that's badass.
Yes.
I really like that. That was cool.
I just made sure I saved the movie cover, put it in a folder.
Nice.
To add it to we'll work on a wheel for that one. We'll work on a wheel for that one. You guys will see it in the near future. But I'm glad you mentioned that name. I was like, let me see what else they like. When you said they only have 3 movies: Grave Encounters 1 and 2, and The Extraterrestrial.
I'm really curious about Extraterrestrial. If that's good too, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck happened to them? What are they doing? Why aren't they making more?
I want to reach out to them either way.
Yeah,
I like 2 out of 3 of your movies. That's fucking excellent. In my opinion,
it could be 3 for 3. We might like every one of them.
Yeah.
So my last fact for you guys. Yeah. So my last fact I found for both movies, because the characters in both movies, the main demon ghost is that Dr. Friedkin.
Mm-hmm.
So they got that name from the one who did the Exorcist movie in 1973, the director, Dr. William Friedkin. So they used his name to put in the movie.
Nice. So they're paying homage to some horror from
exactly.
I love that. I love how I love when movies do that. Even if I miss it and people will tell me that, I go back. I'm like, oh,
yeah, the little Easter eggs. Like there's some people like real quick going through. You see the show on the TV. You're like, yo, that was a real movie they're watching. It was they're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. People see that shit, man. I was like, I see it sometimes, but I miss a lot.
I'll give you an example of a movie that did it recently, which I'm not a fan of the franchise, but I got to give it respect for this. Scream 6 paid a lot of homage to Jason Takes Manhattan. I'll say that. There is a scene in that movie where there's some commotion going on. There's a guy watching a movie, and you look at and he's watching Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's cool. See, yeah, that's
pretty like shit like that, and that's dope.
Yeah, I like how they do that shit too.
But like how you're saying, or if they name a certain character or something, like there's like something like something Myers, something Haddonfield, something Kruger, something Voorhees, just something just to use those as examples. There's plenty of other.
And they probably used the Exorcist director because they were probably influenced by them. That's why they got into filming, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna make a character and have him as the character, the name, just to put it in the movie."
Okay, I got one for you, James. For this type of movie, I would love to be in this type of movie right here.
Oh, definitely. It's a movie you just have to act scared all the time. So you're fucking freaking. You got to act freaking out.
I'd say to make it look believable though too, like.
Oh yeah, like a found footage, like we're really just going to hang out.
Yeah. Like with everything.
Where it's not like 100% scripted to the T. You want to act like put some stuff that we would use in a daily basis.
Yeah, shit that we'd be doing or whatever. Yeah. Like, even if like part of doing a podcast in a sense, one way or another, and for whatever reason, you know what? We'll talk about these things behind the scenes because you may see some shit.
Oh,
you may see some shit. But it's let
me see if I wrote anything else. Oh, I laughed at the part for the second one where they walked in the dude and he was jerking off at the computer. I laughed at that part.
Yo, that shit was hilarious though. He's like, dude, you could knock. And he was just basically, yo, there's girls out here, man, and you're in here tugging the pug. I just put that there so I wouldn't forget after the show.
Gotcha.
I think that would be a smart thing to do for us to start keeping our notes there that we want to talk about after the show. Like, yo, let's put it right there so we always forget. We always forget. For those of you that do podcasts, whether you do a live stream or pre-recorded, if you're doing it on Restream, for example, and there's a private chat part, utilize that just for notes to talk to each other back and forth for stuff you want to discuss behind the scenes. Because we always say we're going to say something behind the scenes, and 9 times out of 10 we forget half of it. So yeah, do that.
I just realized April's almost over, and I had to pick my favorite movie I watched this month. I already got January, February, March.
I'm gonna let you know
my logbook, man. I've been keeping track of all the horror movies.
I may have to get one of those or some sort of something like that and do that because yes, I have Letterboxd, but I don't use it enough. Which I can still upload to Letterboxd.
Me either.
And
this is in front of my face every day. So I go, I pick it up, get a pen, because I just watched this, and I write what I rate it and everything in it. So
that's so smart. I may have to just get one.
They have a comment section, so like stuff that you want to remember, like the scene they did this, just to trigger it in your memory. So that's what I use it for.
No, it's dope though. It's good. It's smart. I should probably start doing something like that.
I write my ratings right on it as soon as the movie's done, because you know the feeling you just got done and you know a number in your head. You're like, wow, I really. So I write it down right there. Boom. You know what's sad? I only do it for this show because of my logbook. I don't do it for popcorn or points. I forget and I go, I guess it's like a 6.
You gonna get another logbook?
The thing is, they have another log. They have a logbook for regular movies too. I was gonna buy it so close, and they got one for TV shows. I was gonna do too. But I was like, it was one of those things. I had both in the cart. The thing is, I got this. My mother got it for Christmas for me.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, okay, this is cool, because I would have never found this on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never bought it on my own, because that's what happened with the other two. I went to their website, put the 2 items in the cart, and I was just sitting there hovering, and I was like, yeah, I backed out of the app.
But I can guarantee you, if that was something, say, you knew your mom, your sister, your wife, or like someone that was close to you wanted, you would have bought that shit like that. Like, I got you something.
Yeah, 100%. Because I would have been searching for shit.
Which it's funny because I'm like that to an extent, but at the same time, I will buy myself stuff. But if I know somebody likes someone that's close, like somebody, I know they would appreciate that. Let me grab that.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I can't for myself. It's rare for me to buy things for myself.
All right, here's what you do, James. Order me the Popcorn and Pints journal, and I'll just give it to you.
Like you just come to me like, hey, look what I got for you.
Hey, buddy. Like, Aaron, I got that for you. Yeah, I know, but you got it for me to give to you because you don't like buying stuff for yourself. And I didn't want to have to pay you back for it, so here. I'm sorry, we're talking nonsense, people. You got to watch Close Encounters, though. You really do. Like, it's one of those found footage things. Like, I know I do a spoiler show, but I don't want to spoil it too much. Because this is the type of movie, if you spoil it too much, in my opinion, you could just ruin it. Because you're...
Yeah, because you got to see what's going on. If you don't know the scene, you might not be into it as much.
Yeah, and it's found... It's different than, like... I don't know. It depends on the stories for the found footage, too. Because for the next movie, I don't know. But for this type of found footage, I feel like I can only talk so much about it.
The next movie sounds like it's going to be a home invasion type movie.
Or something crazy. And I hope. Whatever it is.
It's like a stalker or something. I don't know.
Whatever it is, I can't freaking wait. Like, the cover alone, it's simple, but it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's freaking creepy.
I never seen it, but I heard of it.
Same here. But, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Make sure you check out excuse me. Go to HORRORWITHSIR.STURDY.GUESTS, and like I said, I'm going to have a new whole thing made up. And we'll be back. Us two will be back Thursday, possibly with a couple other people, to review
Nice.
Creep 1 and 2. And again, I'm doing a watch party tomorrow, starting at 6 o'clock Eastern Time over on Stream Lounge. You do have to have Netflix now. And it's going to start at 6 o'clock. And I'm just going to play the movies back to back. I'm not doing 2 different, stream setups or whatever. It's going to be back to back. Right once this first one's over, take a maybe 5-minute break to go potty, and then go right into the second one.
Too bad we can't use that song Creep for the intro for those movies.
I know.
Who sings that? TLC?
TLC. I was thinking the same. But I will try to come up for an intro. I'll try to have an intro together for that, even if I got to start it early.
Mhm.
But we're gonna get on out of here, people. You have a great, great, great night, and see you in your nightmares. Toodaloo.